Hey everyone, this is the Music Otaku, the nerd whose life is all about music. And today I want to talk about another track that I enjoyed a while back, but I'm here today to discuss my thoughts and my views on this track, which is titled Intentional. This track was released by gospel music artist Travis Greene. So, without further ado, let's do this. So I checked out Travis Greene and found out that he and I have a few similarities. Number one is that we both have been through different storms, different trials and tribulations and obstacles in our lives. And he definitely is one who has not allowed for those obstacles to stop him from living and stop him from doing things of God. And what I'm talking about is the fact that he discovered his passion for music at the age of 5. It was after his father's death, but he discovered his passion for music. And not only that, but God has saved him. And I'm pretty sure he knows that there is a God like I do. Because, to be frank, he was saved from the dead. According to his bio, he was pronounced dead. Yes, technically he was pronounced dead after he fell out of a window and fell 4 stories or 4 floors down to the ground. But God said not so. That is why he is still living today. And not only is he grateful, but I'm pretty sure he is showing just how much he is grateful and is not letting life just pass him by. I know this because I found out that he was a youth pastor, also a choir director, and he also has been producing as well as writing songs and music for several different genres. And I just find it inspiring to know that there is someone out there who is like me, has been through some things, and has been even close to death. But he is still alive, and he is not letting that keep him down. I love how his main goal is to use his gift to heal, to inspire, and to show people the love of Jesus Christ and of God. So I must say that I enjoyed and I really think that the production for this track is awesome. Not only just because of the different instruments that is on this track, but the way that it's arranged for Travis Greene and for the choir who sings. I love how it's in a sort of answer and call sort of motion. Because in the beginning you have this small little intro with the drums playing, and it's just the drums and Travis doing the intro and singing, "All things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing." And after he sings that once or twice, then everything else comes in. The choir, the violins, as well as the guitar. But it's subtle though. It's like this sort of gradual build-up. But he goes ahead and incorporates everything else together. And the choir is just answering his call by singing basically the same thing. But I really enjoyed how the choir sounded, as well as his voice. Travis Greene's voice has a sort of thickness to it, but it's also soulful and still to the point whereby you can hear him clearly, all of the words that he is singing. There are some similarities with Worth as well as another gospel song that I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But anyhow, the gist of the other gospel song is that it is basically a sort of war song, saying that we're not going to give up. You know, we're not going to let the devil have victory. But it's still different because it's not quite that upbeat, but you do get the sense of that sort of warlike feeling in the way that the kicks, the hi-hats, and the toms are sort of playing. He adds more of a sort of a modern twist to it. There are some synthesizers that are included on this track and play their own separate melodies and harmonies that they play in between and sort of in the background, while the piano is just playing the chords, the main chords that are in the song. So overall, I can tell you right now that this song sounds like one of cheerfulness, or one of anticipation, really, more than cheerful. Anticipation of overcoming whatever trials that a person may be going through. The hope that they have that they will overcome whatever obstacles they are facing. Okay, so on to the lyrics. I personally have to say that I have noticed, at least, that the lyrics themselves can be a little bit repetitive, meaning that, you know, the words, all things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing. Those words are repeated sort of over and over again as the answer and call is being happening between Travis Greene and the choir. But what I appreciate is that it doesn't sound the same in terms of the instruments setting the tone for it. The tone and the atmosphere of the song sort of changes through the instruments. And as I said, there's a slow build-up. You know, it starts out very simple and very simplified, but you still get the sense that there is that anticipation for victory. And that anticipation seems to build up, and by the time they get to the point whereby they are close to singing the vamp, it changes. The tone really changes. It's one whereby it's a proclamation. It's no longer just this hope of overcoming and having victory. God is intentional, and He will give us victory. And you can tell because all of the instruments, from the electric guitars to the drums, they are to their full volume, the full dynamic that you can hear them clearly. And there's no backing away, there's no being in the background while the Travis Greene and the choir are singing. And that's what I love about that. You know, even though it's still repetitive, there's still variation to it. It doesn't stay exactly the same each and every time that they do sing the same verse over and over, or the chorus over and over again. So, my rating for this track is 8 out of 10. Again, even though it's repetitive, I really enjoyed it because of the structure, the simplicity of the structure, but at the same time it's catchy as well as has that originality and doesn't leave you feeling bored. It makes you feel like you can actually sing along, and you do not have to be an expert to sing all of the words and all of the notes. It's just it's simple yet a moving track, and that's what I love and enjoy about this. So I'm looking forward to checking out Travis Greene's album, which this track is on, and I hope that you will enjoy the album as well as this track too. Let me know if you did, and if you already have listened to this album. If you haven't though, I will provide the link to listen to it in the description below. I am looking forward to hearing what you have to say in terms of this album, as well as other gospel music artists and their music. Let me know, what gospel music artists are you listening to? Okay? So let me know, and I just might review them. Okay? So, this is the Music Otaku. I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.